Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Ashley Van Dyke with Advantage Software, and on today's video, how to write out files without audio, I'm going to show you a new feature in version 10 that allows you to write out files without making a copy of any of the audio. This may be preferable if you're just writing out parts of a document for yourself and you're going to maintain them associated with the same WAV file, or if you simply want to send someone some text but not the audio. I'm in Eclipse and I've opened a file that has audio. If I go into my file manager under Control F as in Frank, you see that the file audio example that I have open has a note file, an ECL file, a dictionary, and a WAV file. If I expand them, you see that they all are just named audio example. As I showed you previously in another example, if I highlight some text and press Alt-W and give this file a new name, if I go to the file manager and look at this file called new name, you see that it automatically has a WAV file. In my file manager, if I look at the file called new name, you see that it created an ECL file, as well as a written out portion of the original audio file in the Opus format. In the file manager under new name, you see that I have an ECL file and an Opus file. Eclipse has taken the portion of text that I marked and the corresponding audio and written them out into new small files. I can send these files to anyone with Eclipse, and they'll be able to use them. However, sometimes you may not want to get a copy of the audio when you write your file out. For example, if the job that I took, audio example, in this example, consisted of 2 witnesses, I may want to separate those 2 witnesses, but if I'm doing my own scoping, I don't need 2 additional audio files. And so what I can do is exclude the audio from being written out when I use the write out function. To do that, what I'm going to do is go into my file and I'm going to mark part of the text. I'll press Alt-W. And in this example, I want to keep my 2 written out files with the original, which is named audio example. And so I'm going to name it audio example underscore witness 1. I'll press OK. I'll click yes to create the new file. And I'm going to do the same thing with the rest of the file. I'll highlight, press Alt-W. I'll type in my desired file name. In this case, audio example underscore witness 2, and I'll press OK. Now if I go into my file manager and I look at audio example, you see that I have my original note, ECL, dictionary, and WAV file. However, I now have 2 additional ECL files. I have witness1.ecl and witness2.ecl. However, since I used underscore in front of the witness1 and witness2, I didn't get additional audio files when I wrote out these text files. And since I used the same name, audio example, before the underscore, Eclipse sorted these files in the file manager with my original group of files. This means that when I play audio in Witness 1 or Witness 2, that I'll be using the original WAV file for audio example. Since I'm not sending these files to anyone, and I just needed to split up my own work into separate files, this is a good solution. There may be other times, however, where you do need to send a portion of your work to someone, but you don't need to send the audio with it. And if that's the case, you can use underscores again in the file name. I'm going to mark some text. I'll press Alt-W. And I can call this something like excerpt underscore 1 and press OK. And if I go to my file manager, you see that I have a file called excerpt. And if I expand it by hitting the plus sign, you see that the only file here is the ECL file with underscore 1 at the end of the file name. And again, there's no audio file that has been written out to be used with this text file. Anytime you use an underscore in your written out file name, when doing Alt-W or going to block write, that will exclude the audio file from the written out files. If you choose to keep the same name before the underscore as the original file, like I did with audio example, you'll have your original complete file and all of the written out files that you create nestled neatly under the original name. How you name your files is obviously up to you. However, it's important to note that although this excerpt file came from the same audio example file, Since there's no audio file associated with Excerpt, you won't be able to play audio in it unless you rename it to match your audio file, or create an audio file to match it. The underscore naming convention gives you a great deal of control over your audio in version 10 and makes it easy to share exactly what you need with who you need to share it with. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, Advantage Software offers anytime support 24/7. Tech support can be reached anytime, including weekends and holidays, at 772-288-3266. Email support is additionally available at support@eclipsecat.com. Please feel free to reach out to tech support with any questions. Thanks again for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when we publish new content. Thank you so much and have a great day.